Hey Capricorn, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot and welcome to your November reading for love and career. Pay attention to your bodies. If this resonates, you'll feel it. And don't try to make it fit. If it doesn't fit, consider checking out your moon sign because that is how your inner world reacts to your outer world. That's your emotional self. And so it can be really insightful, especially if you're born at night. We're going to take only the cards that volunteer and fly out. If they fly out in reverse, then we read them that way. Starting with career, present situation for Capricorns. Please make it clear. Sorry about the mic picking up the cards. I'm trying to be soft and quiet, but it's a little bit loud. I still have to figure those things out. The mic is brand new. Knight of Wands. So we're starting with a very fiery, forward-moving energy. The Knight of Wands is very confident. This could be you or somebody else. We'll get some more insight shortly. Present situation for Capricorns in career. And the Knight of Pentacles, we have two individuals. So knights are oftentimes messengers. These could be individuals in your life, and you could represent one of these individuals. Most likely the Knight of Pentacles, which is earth energy. Pentacles always are talking about that type of earth energy or characteristics of earth signs, which is strategic and slow moving. We've got two individuals here that are completely opposite. So we have somebody who's slow, strategic, takes their time. They don't want to mess up. They don't want to overspend, waste time, all the things. Their horse is in fact stopped. And that's because they're looking out into the broad horizon, metaphorically speaking, and looking for potholes, looking for cliffs, things that could choke them up because they want to make a successful voyage. And in stark contrast, we have the visionary, the confident, fiery Knight of Wands. So this could be somebody who is just like, you just got to jump in. You know, and they're somebody who has learned to trust by way of action. They just jump in, they just do it. So they might not be as technical, they might be more experiential. Hopefully that's helpful. Okay. Experiential, hopefully, helpful, all those words. I'm having trouble. All right, more about our Capricorns currently, situation in finances and career. This is working together. You might be working with a friend even, but this is like celebratory. There's alchemy here. There's transformation. There's patience required because there's different individuals. People need to work together and work through their differences, but it's very positive. So these could be your collaborators, your coworkers. These could be even for a few rare situations, it might be even like client, somebody's a client, but yeah, so we have a sense of overcoming, a sense of balancing, present situation for Capricorns, and the Wheel of Fortune. This is beautiful. This could introduce opportunities back into the storyline that maybe you thought had passed. But largely what the Wheel of Fortune is talking about is kind of the karma behind something. You're really exactly where you're supposed to be, and everything has been leading up to this point in this collaboration. There is a sense of celebration for some reason here. So what is present energy is moving Capricorn towards? If all goes as expected, if all continues with this energy, what can Capricorn expect? We have the Nine of Wands. All right. Sticking by something. This is a card of loyalty at all costs. We have the King of Pentacles. That's got boss energy, but it also has investor energy. It has somebody who, the King of Pentacles encompasses somebody who really knows where their money is at. They're really good at making money. So this could be, just to get a little bit more, an opportunity. So we have something coming forward. It's almost like you're creating a really good, solid connection with those in your world that you're collaborating with. So could be like going out for drinks afterwards, just to kind of like boost morale. This is getting past your differences by how you guys work together, and making it all come together and getting on the same wavelength so that when this opportunity comes forward, you're prepared, but also those bonds are strengthened. We have the King of Pentacles is sometimes an investor. It's sometimes a fundraiser event. It can be a GoFundMe. It can be a bank. It could be a loan. So it's definitely, you're seeing kind of the theme here. It doesn't have to be a single person, but it can be an entity. Either way, that entity does not mess around. It's not emotional. It's black and white, and it does not want to waste its money, and it's great at making it. Okay? So, advice for our Capricorns. Advice for our Capricorns moving forward in finances. Aha, cool. The Emperor. So, being the boss, very much being the authority on something. You may be drawing to yourself opportunities just simply with your confidence and the way that you take control of something, the way that you have something handled. Advice. So you might be getting this opportunity, right? And I have a feeling like it's this one. And advice from Tarot is saying, this ties in very much to your sense of authority on things. This is also, who would you answer to? If you take this offer, does your authority change? I mean, I'm talking about the voices you have to listen to. Is somebody all of a sudden stepping into an authority position over you? But either way, Tarot is making us pay attention to that in our advice column of our reading. Is with this offer, something with authority. Why authority? What about the authority with the offer? We have 2 cards. So it might shake things up. It might shake up the dynamic. You might end up feeling a little stuck. There might be a move. Tower card sometimes represents a move. With the 8 of Swords, the beautiful thing about the 8 of Swords is one can always get themselves unstuck. They can always take that blindfold off and walk away from the swords, untie their bindings. So this offer may come with some strings attached. And so I have a feeling like you want to really make that really clear with whatever this offer is coming through, whether it's a grant or a loan or a raise, or, it's going to be different scenarios for everybody. But this offer coming through, pay attention to what strings are going to be attached. We have 7 of Cups. I can feel that, but Page of Cups. There's some really cool twist happening here. Page of Cups introduces a fun twist in the plot line. And the hard work card of the 8 of Pentacles. This definitely looks like an interesting money-making opportunity. But what I feel strongly is that by outlining exactly what that small print is, then you have some place for creativity and a little bit of magic and possibility to happen, right? And so then you go into it. If you choose to take the offer, go forward with it, you are doing so with enthusiasm and delight. And without looking at the small print, you might end up feeling stuck or compromised. All right, you guys. So that concludes our financial reading. We're going to move on to love. And in the meantime, I'm going to shuffle these cards. Please feel free to just turn down the volume if the last shuffle was a little loud. And if this is resonating so far, I invite you to like and subscribe. All right. There it is. Love for Capricorns. Please make it clear. Present situation for love, Capricorns. We have, oh, I love this card. This is about giving. This is about receiving and giving. Love for Capricorns. We got the Sun. And we have the Strength card. We've got some major arcana coming out. And the Hierophant. Some of you guys are in a marriage. Some of you guys, this is about the way you do things. The structure in which you do things in love and all that. Please bear with me. I want a little bit of clarity before I talk. So this whole reading is based around the Six of Pentacles, is giving and receiving. I feel like the Hierophant, clarity on the Hierophant. Okay, so I do feel like work, money, something of that sort, it might be affecting relationship. There might be a little concern that somebody can't carry their weight or even be a support to the other individual. Knight of Wands, who is this coming forward? Why are we a Knight of Wands? Queen of Pentacles. Somebody might be a little bit more financially stable than our Knight of Wands. We have that fiery, in a love reading, this has definitely got some player energy, and we've got somebody who's quite evolved in their lives, both emotionally and a little more evolved emotionally and evolved in their career or their finances. There might be a little bit of an imbalance here. And so that's why we've got our Six of Pentacles. And if you'll notice in one of his hands, he's holding up a scale. And so, and in his other hand, he's giving to somebody. So are you receiving what you're giving out? And I think it's a concern. I think that there's definitely a potential here, though. And so something happened recently, Capricorn, that shook you up a little bit, and it tested you in this relationship. And for those of you guys who are single, this would be, this would definitely, it feels like it would be meeting somebody, not knowing them all too well, but it had potential, or it has potential, but you see right away where it could go askew. Let's get some more clarity here. This Ace of Wands. I think that one can tire themselves if they're waiting for an offer that's just not coming through, or waiting to be treated a certain way. There is definitely potential here. There's definitely something that could happen, a choice made that one doesn't expect. Advice for our Capricorns, advice in love. We have Ace of Swords. This is communication. Messages, being open to communication. Being willing to leave something behind. Whether that's just a way of acting, or if that's a person or a thing, but leaving something behind. Advice for our Capricorns in love. Advice for our Capricorns in love. Yeah. Knowing that you're being guided, you know, like you're being guided forward. And by staying in things, it's funny, Sagittarius, who is it? Sagittarius that had a similar reading. Like feeling not seen. Somebody's not feeling seen, or maybe even fully appreciated. And there's a sense of like, well, if they appreciate me, then they will meet me on my level. They'll make more money. They'll work harder, or whatever. And so this individual is considering moving forward and starting even like maybe daydreaming, or the early planning processes of what would that look like. But it's all very liquid right now. It's just because something happened recently that really tested you. We have flipping. We've got the happy family, happy love, happy life card of the 10 of Cups. So it's not like, we have the Sun card out here on the deck. It is in reverse, but the Sun, even when it comes out in reverse, it's kind of like there's light behind the clouds. Like you're going to be okay, but all these things need to be observed. Any more advice for our Capricorns, if they choose to take it, if it resonates? We've got the Three of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Moon card. The Empress. I definitely think it's kind of like the same thing over and over again. Sometimes we get these shakeups for a reason, to kind of test our faith in ourselves as well. And, you know, there is a very similar message here with the Sagittarius, where it's like only when sometimes those tests are there to show you how badly you want something, but sometimes it's important to take that and be willing to start something new and move forward with your own vision of how things can be. And so I think that this card is the card that going forward you fall back on and consider, because this, when it's upside down, can be breadcrumbing. Now this is right side up. I think that there's a lot of giving here. And that's all good when there's kind of balance, when you are receiving as well. I think that this person wants to give you what you need. And I think that they may not know how important it is for them to carry their own weight with money and with responsibilities, with life responsibilities. And so that's why the first card out with our advice from tarot is communication, you know. But you got this. You got this. At the bottom of the deck, we've got collaboration. Now, if that means the same thing with Sagittarius, it's like if you guys need to talk to somebody else, maybe getting advice from somebody else, that's good, you know, moving forward, the Knight of Swords, the Hanged Man. Yeah, so good things take time, but communication is sometimes really scary. But if there was no communication here, you know, what's the alternative? How much are you going to really want to be around them? Bottom of the deck with this deck, yeah. How much are you going to want to be around them? This much. This means kind of looking out at other options. So all is really intentional in November for you. All right, Capricorns, please hit the like button, subscribe. I will see you soon for your December readings. In the meantime, I do have weeklies that occasionally come out. Take good care of yourselves.